What's going on? This is your girl Jazzy Jaz with Timeless and Creative Self. And today I am doing a 32 by 10-inch practice paint pour. Um, Here I'm using Prussian blue as the base, and I'm going to be mixing in a metallic blue. Now, a little bit further down, you're going to see the reason why I named this particular paint board pour as Mercury retrograde, a pour full of happy mistakes. Because during this paint pour, there were a lot of things that I should have applied that I didn't, and it was all because I really wanted to I wanted to do a paint pour, and I realized that there were a few things that I didn't do before, and so when I finished this, I was like, it's perfect. Mercury was going into retrograde. I did this painting on January 14 of 2022, and so it was actually the day that Mercury went retrograde. So this is the reason why I ended up naming this Mercury retrograde. Now I'm gonna apologize for my voice. I have been sick, so it's one of the reasons why it's been a little bit of a challenge for me getting this video particularly out to everybody. So this is a 32 by 10 inch canvas, and it was reused from an old painting that I no longer needed, and I needed something to practice on. So first of all, I wanted to do a dark base, and I did that. Number one mistake that I did was I used too much paint for this acrylic pour. And I know that people who are well seasoned in acrylic pouring are probably cringing at that fact, but yes, I totally used too much paint. I also led with white, and I didn't want to lead with white when it came to the colors. I used a variety of colors, and I don't have all of them in front of me, but I will have that information in the description box below so that you know what I used. So yeah, just a ton of different mistakes that I made, and I really am practicing, and I'm trying to test out different ways of paint pouring because I want to recreate an even bigger paint pour that's going to be going in my living room. So these are really just practice sessions. Here I came to start blowing out the colors, and I quickly realized that that white that I put first was a lot. But I want you to enjoy the rest of this because at first I really felt like I screwed up. I used too much paint. I was able to scoop up a lot of it, though. I'm gonna reuse it, so that's the good news there. But there are a lot of things here that I didn't do. For instance, I didn't pop the air bubbles on the base, and the list just goes on. And you probably will see all of these different mistakes that I made, especially when it came to the blow dryer. I blew out certain sections, blew them over, redid a couple of them, and I was not happy at first, but after playing with it a little bit and doing some finger swiping, I think I got to where I wanted to get it. So the moral of the story is practice makes perfect, and sometimes mistakes are happy mistakes. And sometimes you can go back and you can fix your mistakes and make something better, something unexpected. There were a few parts of this that I really loved, and a few parts that I didn't like at all. But at the end of the day, I really liked the results. So I hope you enjoy the rest of this. And so here, after I seen the parts that I really, really do love, and how the paintboard came out, I decided to try the finger swiping, because one of my favorite artists is Vincent van Gogh and his Starry Night. And one of the things that I would love to do is to recreate my own version of the Starry Night with a swirly type of background. And so I wanted to see what that would do if I did it in this painting, since I was already in the test phase. And after I fiddled around with it, you'll see at the end that I really do like the extra touch that the swirls gave to this particular paint pour. And I was really happy with the fact that I decided to go ahead and add these. And so you'll see here that I add them, I take some out, I make some changes until I finally am satisfied with the product.